calculus came for me and snatched me bald. So
may cause heart attack, stroke, and death.
Do it look like I'm left off bad and bougie?
So what I'm gonna talk to you guys about today is going to be about what you should bring to college, what you probably might expect to college, anything you pretty much need to know before moving in.
And pause. Hey, I'm Nat. Again, I forgot to record my little intro thingamabob, you know. Well, this is part 2. Hope you enjoy.
Another thing, dealing with classes, make sure you read that syllabus. Read that syllabus good. Treat it like it's your Bible. Treat it like whatever you, treat it like royalty. Hold that syllabus in the air and read it thoroughly, because every time you ask the professor a question, it comes like, it's in the syllabus. It's in the syllabus. And 2, another thing you need to know, if you see the class is not working out early on, drop it. You no need to wasting your time, no need to wasting your money, drop it, all right? Another thing, go talk to your professors. Get your foot in the door. Like, go talk to them. Make sure you keep talking to them, because at the end of the semester, they could bump your grade up. I'm telling you, your girl was saved last semester in math, because I wasn't gonna fail it, but I wasn't doing well either. Calculus came for me and snatched me bald. So my instructor helped me. I didn't even talk to him like that. I talked to him only when I came in class. But just imagine if I had went to his open hours or open office hours, like, and took advantage of it. Like, I would have been extra good. I probably would have came out with like a 3.5 instead of like a. I'm not gonna exploit myself. Another thing, don't keep skipping class. I understand it's tempting not to go. I know that, because I skipped a couple myself, but try not to skip class, making it a thing. Another thing, when you're scheduling, if you have the choice of like scheduling your classes, make sure you don't make that big of a gap in between, because if you make that big of a gap and you go home, you're not going to want to come back out. Especially since I go to like Michigan State, so in the wintertime it's fucking cold, it's freezing, and nobody likes going home and then being warm and then having to go back out in the cold. So try to schedule your classes kind of close together if you can. Sleep, studying, and partying, 3 different branches. You look at one, you're gonna lose on the other. Regardless, it's a pyramid, it's a triangle scheme. I'm telling you, it's just, you have to find the perfect balance. College is nothing but a balance of life, because also you're adulting, and adulting is hard, and I'm telling you, nobody in college knows how to adult. Like, I'm still struggling. Don't take 8 a.m.s. Don't take them unless you can handle it, unless you're like an early bird. Don't take 8 a.m.s, because I know there's people that go drink alcohol or whatever. They're not getting up for an 8 a.m. hungover as fuck. You're not gonna make it to class. Like, I'm not a big on alcohol drinking or any of that, but I know people who are. They don't make it to their 8 a.m.s. They lose. They taking them L's on them tests. Like, they getting all the L's. Like, they don't even say L, you know, it's they E. What happened to F? They give us E's. Textbooks are expensive. Wait until your first class. Do not, if you buy the book before you go to class, don't break the seal. If you break the seal, it's like a used car. Once you drive it off lot, it has no value. Like, do not open that seal. Whatever you do, don't open that seal. Don't open it. Don't crack it open. Don't take a little peek. See, don't do it. Because if you go to the first class, you find out you don't need it, you're gonna be sick. Because now you're stuck with a book and you can't get your money back. You're gonna be sad as hell. I'm telling you. I know this. College sophomore, I know. Keep up in your reading. Do not procrastinate, because if you procrastinate and fall behind on your reading, I'm telling you, once that reading piles up, you're going to be sick. You're going to be very sick. You're going to be hella sick. You're going to be so sick. The medicine I mentioned before, you ain't even going to be able to use it. You're going to have to speed read through there, find a way, whatever. But if you fall behind on reading, it's trash. You're done. You're done. Might as well roll a clip on that one, because you ain't gonna make it good on that test, you feel me? You don't have to know what your major is. You could go in undecided, and you're gonna be okay. Because a lot of people that know their majors or think they know their majors are gonna change their majors, because they're gonna find out the requirements for the major and then they're not gonna meet them. So you're gonna probably end up changing your major. Don't worry about it, it's life. And also friends come and go. You don't have to worry about any of that, because trust me, you can make way more friends. You will be fine. So do not try to latch on to everybody you went to school with in high school. You don't have to do that. Try not to seclude yourself in being in a bubble, because if the shit hits the fan, you're gonna be sick as hell. Remember to always meet new people. Be kind to everybody you meet. Do not be mean to somebody just because you're in a bad mood or whatever. Be nice to everybody you meet, because you never know what opportunities these people may come with. They might you just never know. It's just like a key aspect of life. Just be kind to people. People be kind to you. They'll help you out in the long run. All right. Something you do not always need. You don't need a microwave, but I strongly recommend it. I strongly recommend a microwave, because microwaves, one, they don't cost that much. Two, you can heat your food up. You can get your food, and once you get your food, you can heat it up again. You can eat it again. Hey, you could order your food at 3, eat it again at 6. Eat it again at 9. You can do whatever you want to do with your food, because guess what, you can warm it up. If you have community bathrooms, remember to bring shower flip-flops, because chances are you probably don't want your feet where other people's feet has been, because some people are nasty in showers. You gotta remember, some people pee in their showers. We had a suite last year. It was just 3 people, me, a roommate, and a girl. She was just by herself. So I didn't really worry too much about shower shoes, because we had bleach, you know, little Clorox and, you know, little sunshine, you know, light, and we just, you know, wiped it down real quick. Bring an extra phone charger. If you don't bring an extra phone charger, you're gonna be sick, because once that blade dies, the ones on campus cost way too much. So I'm just saying, bring another one. Bring another one, I'm telling you. Depending on what food you have, you might need a can opener, so I recommend investing in one. Bring extra batteries. You don't have to have a TV, but I recommend bringing a TV. You know, it's something nice. I also recommend bringing like cards, so that way if you get bored, you can easily find somebody to play cards with, because you know, usually a lot of people are probably bored, but a lot of people procrastinate on studying. I was one of them. So bring stuff to keep yourself entertained. Some people bring game systems. I brought like a PlayStation up there last year, so you know, just make sure you stay entertained. And then, because you got to remember, you're not gonna want to party all the time. Like, some people about that life, but the people that are usually about that life, grades are going about that life. Like, about that life. If you're on a bigger campus, sometimes you can't rely on buses, and you can't rely on walking, because Michigan State, it get cold in the winter, so the buses get packed. Ain't nobody got time for that. I recommend bringing a bike. Bikes, you need a bike lock. And if you're like me, I'm planning on buying a moped for this year, because next year I'm planning on getting like an apartment, so I'm a moped back and forth from campus or whatever. So I recommend bringing stuff like that. And then with that, I recommend also bike locks, etc. The U-locks are usually the best one. Chains can be cut. Remember that. I also recommend bringing blow-up mattresses for whenever you have friends over, but always remember to consult your roommate. If anything, consult your roommate, because if you don't want to bring somebody to your dorm, and then your roommate being like, who the fuck is this? And you don't want them problems, I'm telling you. Some universities come with plungers for their toilets. Well, or at their front desk. Ours last year didn't have a plunger, so when somebody clogged their toilet, it was a wrap. It was it. They have a plunger. So yeah, some universities also come with vacuum cleaners, so not all the time do you need a vacuum cleaner. You can just ask your front desk, because they sometimes have. We had a vacuum cleaner. It was a small vacuum cleaner, so I mean, it didn't take up much space, but I'm just saying, if you don't feel like spending your coins, your hard-earned coins, on a vacuum cleaner, there's some at the front desk. Duffel bag. You need a duffel bag, because if you come home on the weekend, if you're not planning on like doing laundry or nothing, you might want something to carry your clothes in. Or if you stay with another friend in another college, you might want a duffel bag or an extra backpack or something to like take with you, you know, something to make sure you are okay. You feel me? Another thing you do not need to bring are big ass speakers. Guess what? Nobody wants to hear your music. Nobody cares about your SoundCloud. Nobody wants to hear SoundCloud of anything blasting in the hallways from you. Nobody wants to hear that shit late at night. Bring a small little speaker, a little JBL speaker. Keep it kind of low so you could just hear it in your room, and then keep it moving. I also recommend bringing cleaning supplies, depending on where you stay, like whether you're in a suite or a community style thing. I recommend bringing cleaning supplies. Make sure you keep your room nice and fresh and, you know, and inviting, because you gotta remember, you're gonna live there, you and your roommate, and staying in somewhere that's musty, infested, because at some point, I believe last year, somebody had, was it a mouse or some type of bug? I can't remember. It was something, but you don't want to be infested with anything. The higher you are up, the less likely it's bound to happen, but it's still, bugs can happen. So yeah, be careful out here, my friend. And for at the moment, even though I know everything's like kind of jumbled, but I think that's kind of what you need to know a little bit before moving day, because everything on moving day is very glamorous, you feel me? It's stuff you need to know before. So yeah, that's about it. Love you, bye, and we're out.